What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 20th day of July, and here we are with about 8 hours and 50 minutes left, sitting just below 118.4K. Moving up a little bit on the day, but also pulling back from the recent high that we just formed. I still do believe that we are going to go lower, that we'll probably see a drop. Nothing significant, nothing too crazy. It might feel significant or seem significant in the moment, but I don't think it's going to be really that detrimental at all. 114K to 113K, I mean, we're talking about a less than 5% move from the current price, right? Overall, I mean, how much of a correction would that be overall, actually? Not even a 10% drop. I mean, maybe we go lower. Bitcoin, I don't know. It could drop 10%, but if we drop 10%, we're going back below this high, and I don't think that we do that. But time will tell. Let's look at some short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom back out. Okay. Should we start with the 15-minute time frame? Let's start with the 15-minute time frame. Let's do that. 15-minute time frame here. So we had a lot of volume here at the low, which is just weird, right? You had so much volume, you didn't go anywhere. And then as we moved up, I mean, well, eventually, inevitably, you did move up, actually. You went somewhere. Moving up with some volume, a little bit of a triple top wicking formation here on the 15-minute time frame. If we're looking at the RSI got overbought. You're in an uptrend in the 15-minute RSI. We've got higher highs here, higher lows here, and we just found resistance in the overbought zone. It's very possible that we come down, bounce off the 50, and we could come back up, and in which case we might form some bearish divergence. We get a slightly higher high or something like that. I mean, that really could happen. Or because we've hit the overbought zone, we really could break out of this to the downside now. I mean, Bitcoin's been very volatile. It wouldn't surprise me if we did break out of this uptrend and go to the downside. Maybe we're forming a downtrend right now, slowly but surely. I don't know. The 15-minute MACD bounced off the zero. That's actually a really good look, honestly. The stochastics are coming out of the overbought zone, but it's on the 15-minute time frame. I wouldn't wait too much on that. The stochastics can be lying liars on these shorter-term time frames. 1 hour MACD, it's looking like one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to cross the zero here, which would be really good, really bullish, or you're going to reject it, which would imply that we do go lower. And that candle there, the last hour that we had, it looks to be a rejection candle in my opinion. As of now, it looks to be a rejection candle. Depends on what we do here, I suppose, and maybe the following hour. You know, if we close up enough and get this oscillator through the zero line, that might be enough. But if we can, if we reject here, then we'll probably go lower. Stochastics aren't really helpful on the 1 hour time frame either. And then same thing with the RSI. We're right at a rejection point where if this 1 hour time frame closes red, I think that would validate both on the MACD and on the RSI that we are finding resistance here, especially with that candle right there looking the way it does. I will say that if we return back up here, I would be very confident that we do continue to move higher. If we were to get back to, like, let's just see. Let's look at this on the 15-minute time frame. If we were to get anywhere like at 118.7K again, I think that we would continue moving higher. It's very possible that we do move higher first before moving lower. And where we might go if we were to move higher first, let's just see here. Come on now, high to low would be about, I would think about 119.4K or 119.7K. We could go all the way up there, form a lower high. It wouldn't be too crazy thinking about it that way, because if we draw a trend line here from a high here and coming down, connecting that, I mean, trying to connect it to these highs here, right? It kind of correlates very well with that golden ratio zone. If we get a direct rejection off of that, if we come up here and we tip this golden ratio zone and then reject down, that could be instrumental in taking us lower, because a direct rejection off the golden ratio would be a powerful signal, but we'll see if we get there. Okay, right now it's just a thought. Looking at this 1 hour though, things are definitely looking all right now. Let's see. Hold on. Let me look back at this 15-minute time frame. I mean, it's looking promising. We'll see. 24 seconds left in this 15-minute time frame. Let's wait and see. I need some water, man. It doesn't look like it's going to wick down. And you moved up with good volume. You're not moving down with good volume. You're coming back up and engulfing that. So you probably do continue to move up higher. But do you get bearish divergence here? You know, like one of those maybe nots. Let's go back to the 4 hour time frame. Let's see. We've got 44 minutes left in this 4-hour time frame, about 45 minutes left really. And with that, you know, pretty solid body to the upside on these on this 4-hour candle here. And we have had a lot of wicks, if you've noticed. A lot of these green candles, not all of them, there's some that are solid, but a lot of them do have wicks to the upside. So I do wonder if in the next 44 minutes, if we will come down. Time will tell, right? Let's see. Do we have, is that a slightly higher high? That is a slightly higher high there too. Technically, that's bearish divergence. So, oh, we're in a precarious situation because we do have bearish divergence. We could move down, but if we come up a little bit more, I think with all these wicks, I don't think that bearish divergence would matter. I think that we would keep going up, but time will tell. This will be an interesting 15-minute period. 4-hour time frame, getting back out to it. Depending on what we do over the next 15 minutes, over the next 44 minutes, this really could decide if we do break 119K again or if we're just rejecting here. But either way, again, either way, I would still think that we have lower prices to go to. Looking at the 4-hour RSI, we are in a downtrend on the 4-hour. We have lower highs. We have a flat base here. Makes me think that we're bearish and that we'd go down. But in all fairness, we have bounced off of this area a couple times. Even going back here, I'm sure we've bounced off this area. Kind of a little bit lower, but still relatively in this area. We'll see what it does. We will see. Let's see. Stochastics kind of look good. MACD, ooh, it's touchy, right? It's like the 1-hour. The 1-hour could either break through or reject here. The 4-hour could either reject here or find support. Find support or break through. It really does depend, I think, a lot on this this next like 43 minutes. We'll see how it looks. If this were to come down and wick all the way down here, like if we were to come down and close the way that I think we will, we might be in a position where this does indeed come down, but we'll see. We'll see. And if that breaks, that's actually a very significant thing, you guys. That's more significant. This would be significant too on the 1-hour time frame, rejecting the 0 line on the MACD. I know. The oscillators are above there right now. This one isn't, but they can both go a little bit. Like here, you found support on the 0. You were just below it here. Here you could reject the 0 and be just above it. So depending on what we do here over this next hour, that could actually be very instrumental. Because man, breaking through this and rejecting the 1-hour time frame, that would be potentially a powerful signal to the downside. And in which case, today might be the day. I mean, we only have 8 hours left in the day. We'll see how it goes, but or 9 hours left, I guess, in the day. We'll see how it goes, but it could be the day that we start to break down lower. And it's okay if we go a little bit lower today, but guys, remember, we don't want to close today in the next 8 hours, 41 minutes. We don't want to close below 116K. We do not want to get out of the overbought zone. It's okay if we come down to it. I'll even give it to you if we wick a little bit, or if we like close a little bit below it. I'm okay with that. That's okay. But we don't, because I would still consider that finding support, but we don't want to close out of it like this, right? Like we did here. We don't want to close deeper out of it. If we do that, that could be very problematic for the weeks to come. Could be. Doesn't mean that it will be, but just could be. Overall, you guys know the game plan. I would expect that we go down a little bit from here. And then high to low, we're probably going to rip over the rest of the month, and going into August, we should see prices that are up at about $180,000, just above this 2272 area right here. That's the ultimate destination. I think that we will be there in the week of August 15th to August 25th, somewhere in that time frame. Time will tell. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.